So now's the great part. You get to meet our students, our former students. And this is why we're here and why we do it, right? When you meet young people, you just don't know what their potential is. I always say this from an aunt that I really respect, who was a former superintendent. Everyone has a center of excellence, and it's our job to bring that out. So these former students, some current students in different regards, they have their center of excellence, and they're about to show you who they are. So I will just start just asking you we know who you are, so we're going to go with you last. Right. Introduce yourself and just say where you are right now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zamari Johnson. I'm currently employed with the Pinellas County School Board. I graduated Academy Prep in '09, and yeah.
Good morning. My name is Gavin Richardson, and I'm currently at Northside Christian. I'm in 10th grade, and just glad to be here.
Good morning. My name is Jason Warner, and I work for an electrical supply shop in downtown St. Petersburg. Graduated in 2010, and just glad to be back with all my peers.
Good morning. My name is Destiny Dosette. I currently go to St. Pete Collegiate, and I'm also in 10th grade.
Good morning. My name is Deasia Harris, and I'm currently at St. Pete Catholic as a freshman.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Taylor Trotter, graduated Academy Prep in 2007, and I'm currently back teaching PE and math, 8th grade math.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Deshaun Holmes. I'm currently at Florida Atlantic University. I'm a senior studying mechanical engineering, and I graduated AP in 2015.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ladae Haywood. I graduated Academy Prep, class of 2004. I'm currently a high school biology and chemistry teacher at Carrollwood Day School.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Sneed. I graduated Academy Prep in 2012, and now I'm an account manager at an IT staffing firm.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Passion Wells. I'm a new associate at Galloway Johnson, Tompkins Burn Smith, and I graduated from Academy Prep in 2013.
Hello, everyone, again. My name is Bernard Scott, graduated from the class of 2001 from Academy Prep. So, just to put things in perspective there. I'm currently working as an inventory planner at Hercules Selling Products. I am thinking about going back to school to get my doctorate, maybe in the near future. And I am definitely want to make sure that if I decide to do that route, that my dissertation definitely includes closing the achievement wealth gap for African Americans. So that's one of my goals and one of my focuses is to try to get that doctorate and to try to come back to Academy Prep and give back as much as possible.
Wonderful. Keep it. Keep it. Personal privilege for this one. She's a new member of the bar for all the attorneys in the room. Very proud of that. So we only have one mic, so just jump in however you can. Can you just share what your favorite memory of Academy Prep is and why it made a difference to you personally?
One of my favorite memories of Academy Prep, I'm a sports guy, mainly football, but I did involve myself in other sports at Academy Prep. And one of my favorite memories was 8th grade, I believe, 8th or 7th grade, we're in the basketball game, close game. I'm nowhere near the best player on the team. And I take the game-winning shot, and my teammates was mad at me for probably about 2 days. They didn't talk to me. So we laugh and we talk about that all the time now. So that's one of my most favorite and fondest memories of Academy Prep. A personal difference that Academy Prep has made in my life, kind of piggybacking off what Bernard said up here, just how to conduct myself in everyday life. Now, I didn't understand the benefit or the value of that while I was going to Academy Prep, why I got to shake hands, why I got to say yes, ma'am, yes, sir. But now it means so much and it speaks volumes. When you meet new people, when you see people again, just the way you carry yourself. So that's something that really stuck with me. And today that's something that I use in my everyday life. So.
For me, my favorite memory at Academy Prep was probably the first day, first time going in the homeroom. Same thing like he said, why I gotta shake your hand in the morning? Why I gotta greet you? So this changed my life and like made a difference in my life because now it's natural. Doing it every day, being there every day, shaking hands, just made a good difference.
So I would say my favorite memory is something that's a little more subtle, and it's something we did every day, and that's the Academy Prep Pledge. I think that was truly the first time that I realized that not only do I believe in myself, but a whole room full of people that look exactly like me, come from the same circumstances as me, all believe that we are the greatest, we're the most responsible, we can do anything. And this is the first time that I've actually met Bernard, but I feel like I've known him my whole life because he said some of the same things that I kind of think back to myself, that you have to believe in yourself and you have to be your biggest supporter as well. So starting with that pledge, that was really the foundation through so many different avenues in my life, whether it was going to college, doing my first job interview. Whenever I would get nervous, I would just think back to myself, I am the greatest. I am capable of this, and I can do anything I put my mind to.
My favorite memory at Academy Prep was when we decorated our graduation caps, because who thought that I was gonna go to Academy Prep and graduate? Like, I'm not saying I'm dumb, but like, I didn't think I was gonna be at Academy Prep and graduate. So that was my favorite memory.
My favorite memory was 8th grade year, and I'm not a person that's like outgoing to try new things. So I joined the flag football team, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this, and I was really want to give up. But we went to a championship, and I played flag football for the first time, and we actually won 2 out of 3 games.
My favorite memory, like Zamari, involves sports. I played basketball. It was a really fun time. I also got to build like very strong relationships with my classmates from 5th grade all the way through 8th grade. A lot of them I still communicate with. So that's like an ongoing favorite moment. Another one is when I came back to teach and we were in the convocation room and we were doing the morning pledge, and I've always remembered it and had it in the back of my mind, but it never like connected until I came back as an adult and got to say it with the students who I'll be like pouring into the same way I was poured into, you know? So that's one of my favorite moments also.
I think my favorite moment had to be in 5th grade. There was this award. There was honor roll, there was principal's list, and then there was Academy Prep honors. I'm not too sure. It was a minute ago. And I was in 5th grade, and it was for having all A's. That was my first time getting recognition for something like that, and it was terribly uncomfortable. But because of that, it kind of set the precedent. So I was there, I was in 5th grade, graduated by the time I was in 8th grade, and I just kept setting the bar for myself. So I think that was why that was my favorite memory.
So I'm a little bit of a nerd, and Academy Prep, provided opportunities to foster, my nerdiness. That's okay, that's okay. So I loved all of the art museums that we went to. So one of my favorite memories has to do with one of the art museums that we visited. where we saw an artist, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Dale Chihuly, or is it Dave Chihuly? Okay, gotcha. So I'm sitting over here eating my breakfast, and I look up, and there's this beautiful Dale Chihuly piece. And it just, brought me back to when I was a 5th grader and we were visiting all of those museums. You also asked the difference Academy Prep has made. Academy Prep taught me the power of my words. If you've been here for a while, you've seen a video of 5th grade me, and I said, remember my face because I would be back. And, I said it because, that was part of the script, but I didn't actually think that I would truly be back to Academy Prep in 2013 as a teacher. When I was a student, we weren't doing the pledge yet, but as a staff member, having to say that pledge with the students every single day, it is true. Standing in this room are the greatest, most committed, most responsible people. So, 10 years down the line, as I'm in my 10th year teaching, and I am, one of the greatest, most committed, most responsible people, I'm really living those words every day. So that's the difference that Academy Prep has made for me.
I'd say my favorite memory is much like my girl here, is graduating, man. It was tough. It was, man. I was one of those kids who was in study hall a lot. It was points where I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, but Academy Prep made sure I did, and the great teachers there, they made sure I did. My man Bernard, he spoke on the self-discipline, but what I got from it was a lot of self-worth too. From the very beginning, they treat you with so much respect, from, shaking the hands when you walk into a room and stuff like that. It all pays dividends for, when you have graduated and went on to high school and, you take on the big jobs and all that good stuff. So I definitely say, graduating and just making it through is my favorite memory.
So I would say my favorite memory from Academy Prep was the opportunity to engage in all the extracurriculars as well as all the sports that I got exposure to. Not that I was good at any of them, but it was a great opportunity for me to try something new. And what I really appreciate the most about Academy Prep is the structure, the work ethic, the discipline, the encouragement, because that carried me through my college, to law school, to now. So I'm very grateful.
My favorite memory of Academy Prep would probably be when I was in the 7th grade. Mr. Effinger, one of the beginning founders of Academy Prep, he took 10 of our classmates all in a van, and we traveled to 4 different boarding schools. We went to Georgia, we went to North Carolina, we went to South Carolina, and we also traveled to Tennessee. We traveled 10 deep in a van, no stops, full of energy. I would probably say that was one of the best experiences of my life. The reason why is because I've always been a thinker, and I always ask questions. So going to these different schools, meeting these different people at a young age, knowing that there's a world outside of St. Petersburg, changed my whole perspective. Yes. And I don't think people understand that. You are your environment. So if you put them in a better environment and they see better things, they're going to want to achieve that. And that's what happened to me. I saw better things at a young age so I can strive for greatness later. But if I'm surrounded by negativity, that's what I was strive for. So I would say being exposed to those boarding schools at a young age showed me that excellence is possible. Excellence is possible. So I would say that was probably one of my best experiences.
Lacey is hopping around here somewhere. I think we had questions, time for questions for the audience, if the audience has any questions.
This keys off of what Bernard just articulated. When you as a student went back into the community after a day of hard work at the school and probably studying thereafter, How did you take it back into the community? Because you were obviously blessed to be part of Academy Prep, but a lot of those around you probably were not. And was there a way that you were able to help others move forward as sort of the peripheral offshoot of the program?
That's interesting that you say that. Probably we're in 2022, so around 2016, 2017, I had the opportunity to spearhead a community PTA, and it was something that was near and dear to my heart, just because an article came out about some schools that was low performing in my community. This is my community, and it was near and dear to my heart because I remember the things that I learned at Academy Prep, and like he's saying, being exposed to so much at a young age outside of your environment. I wanted that same thing for them, so I jumped right in, got involved with that, and just trying to implement some of the same things the Academy Prep way as far as enrichment activities and just being involved in, because we know it works. If you expose these kids to something outside of what they see, something better, give them opportunity in different avenues, it works. It works. So that was so that was near and dear to me, and that was definitely an extension of what I learned at Academy Prep, what Academy Prep poured into me. And in my current role now with the school board, I'm actually getting ready to start up a program where I work now for mentoring young men. So to kind of answer your question.
So I want to thank you all again. We have to wrap this up because, again, we'll be here all day long. I would encourage you to walk up to one of our former students to get their information, to continue to mentor them, if it's in your field or if you just feel the need to speak to them, because they are incredible human beings. You all can take your seat whenever you want to. You're free to go.